All right, hello, welcome to the Northland. So, this video today, we're going to put the spoiler on the Judge. Kind of go through a step by step. I don't know if I'll be able to like video step by step, since a lot of this is going to take two hands. However, I will explain every step if I can't video the actual process itself. So anyway, before I get started, I want to welcome Mark to the channel. Thank you. He has decided to join the crew. So everybody give him a big welcome, and I would really appreciate that. So, with no further ado, let's begin. All right, so we got the trunk open. We're going to replace this spoiler. Get a better shot of it. It kind of blends in. But anyway, factory spoiler right here. We're going to remove that. In order to do that, obviously we pop the trunk open. We have a plug here and one on the other side to take out. The liner here needs to come off. And then I'll show what's next. We have a bunch of these Christmas tree type pins to pull out. Where's my camera? There we go. See, they're just the regular pins. You just pull them right out. There we go. We got it removed. The hardest part is probably removing these rubber plugs that stop it when on its way down. And then this, you just have to work the cover so that this will fit through the hole. Unclip that from the cover and it should just pop right out. Excuse the heater running. This is a 10 millimeter. I believe they're all probably 10 millimeter. There's the other ones. I think there's only 4. But a word to the wise, if you're going to do this, make sure you have your trunk mostly closed, because if you lose that bolt, if it doesn't come out in the socket, it's going to fall all the way down into here somewhere where you can't get it out, and it will annoy you. Trust me, you will hear it rattle until the day you replace the trunk. So make sure you don't drop them. Trick you can use, you can't use it with the smaller holes because you can't get this in there, but with this bigger section, I just placed a magnet underneath in case I did drop it, because they are magnetic. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of fishing line and I'm going to kind of thread it through, and we're going to work it from the outside in and try and separate the spoiler from the two-sided tape. I'm going to try and show this one-handed, but you can see, right, it's separated. So that's the first corner, driver's side corner. And like I say, if you just take a piece of fishing line, either a heavy gauge line, like 20, 30 pound test, or use some braided, but be careful. I don't know if any of you have ever been cut by fishing line, but it hurts and it cuts deep and quick. So just either go slow, take your time, or wrap it around something like a piece of wood or a piece of plastic or something, and just work it back and forth like a saw. And then that's what it'll look like underneath. So you'll have to, get my light in here, you'll have to get around that little red push pin, and then there's a metal post to kind of hold it in place, and then the threaded stud. So there's actually 3 things you got to kind of work around, but if you just take your time, pry it a little bit. I used one of these plastic pry bars so I wouldn't scratch up my trunk lid, and then like I said, just take your time and you'll get them off. All removed. Now we just have to clean all this tape stuff off. We'll get some Goo Gone and we'll scrub this off gently, and then we will install the new spoiler. In an upcoming video, I do have some, obviously that's the stock spoiler that just came off. I have some other parts that I will probably be posting for sale in a future video, so if anybody's interested, keep that in mind, and we'll see if we can make a deal. Alright, we've wiped it clean, we've got all the gunk off, and we used a little, don't forget to use some mild car soap, whatever's good for your car's finish, to get any residue from the Goo Gone off. Otherwise, you're going to find that if you do put some two-sided tape on here like this was supplied with, right there, it won't stick. Anyway, these go on like so, and so I'm going to go ahead and put those on, and then all we have to do is attach it to the trunk lid. Two-sided tape is attached. I chose to take off the red plastic side first versus the paper side because that was the hardest to get off. And I thought once I go to put it up on the trunk lid, I don't want to be fighting with trying to get the plastic off. So we'll take this off and put it on. Covers back in place. All the grommets, the rubber stops, handle, all the Christmas trees, everything's back in place. These are kind of a challenge, but if you push and kind of turn like a screw, they go in fairly easily. And there we go. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, and if you get a spoiler similar to this one, keep in mind this does not use bolts like the original one. This uses screws, and so you got to line up the holes in the tape, and the screws are stainless steel, so they're not magnetic. You got to be very careful that you don't drop them, because like I said, they will end up in the bottom of the trunk lid, and it will rattle as you're driving, and you're gonna not be happy. So be very careful. I use some thread locker on there, some Loctite thread locker, just so that they won't come loose. So there you go. Let's close it up, see what it looks like. There we go. And we gotta kind of clean it up a little bit, but I think that looks better, much better. All right, let me know in the comments below what you think, or if you would have done something different, or if you would have left the original one on. Let me know. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I say, if you have any comments, anything, any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Again, I'll probably make a video of some things that I'd be willing to get rid of, so if you're interested or in need of any stock parts, because that's what they're going to pretty much be, with the exception of maybe some smoked headlight covers, but I'll make a video of that coming up. This will be the new year by the time you're all seeing this. I hope everybody is safe. If you follow those drinks in my previous video, make sure you have a designated driver, please. I want to see you all come back next year. So make sure you smash that like and subscribe. Even if you didn't like that video, I'd really appreciate it. Share it with anybody you think may have an interest, and even if you don't think they'll have an interest, share it with them anyway. Nothing like getting the new year off onto the right foot. So, all right, stay safe. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.